Yo.
Yeah.
The last follower I got was over a month ago. We've been slacking a little bit.
A little bit. That's fine.
Gonna mute the stream. And then you're gonna get a new follower, I suppose. Right?
Woo!
It's so simple. You had to invite each individual follower you gotta invite onto the podcast, right?
You know, I
So-
wish. I wish the podcast came from came with like a free 5 followers. That'd be so nice.
Dude, imagine social media with that. It's like, it's like a casino, you know? They offer you the bonus to get playing. It's like, oh, here's 5 followers to get you really hooked into it.
I was just thinking, like, I mean, if somebody has 1 million followers, it means they must have invited 1 million people onto their show over the years, you know?
You know, casually knowing 1 million people.
Okay, serious question. When you see a channel that has like 1 million followers, how many of those million are actually just like repeat people, do you think?
I think a lot of I think here's the thing. I think if there was a social media automatic unfollow after a while, a lot of people would have a lot less followers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think people
Well, but
like
a lot of growth is quick. So like if you have 26 million followers, it's very likely that
You're gonna have more.
had only like 13 million followers last year or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It happens
Because
a
of the
lot.
rate that growth happens.
Like those gimmick Twitter accounts.
Oh, and back
yeah.
to the fake followers thing, we know that that's not the case because when we look at statistics of like what sorts of people actually make secondary accounts for people, it's usually a very, very low percentage of people. So if you extrapolate that to the person's account, you'd basically need to have like more than 3% of your followers making multiple accounts for them to be a statistically significant amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Statistically insignificant is what they called me in high school.
Also bots.
All right, we got like 2 minutes, so prepare
That's
any
fine. We're still waiting on
preparing you have.
Scurvy.
Yeah,
There we go.
Are we working? Are we finally
I had
functional?
no idea what was going on. I would talk and it would just not come in. Anyways,
Push talks
hello,
bitch.
everybody. This is the WROA podcast. I'm one of your hosts, ScurvyGerm. Joined with me today is Frigomaniac, Leo Luster,
Greetings.
and the illustrious Zeebee.
There is no such thing as free will.
Fantastic. And
I knew that was
Here
coming.
it is.
I don't think
That was gonna come
I
up
expected
eventually.
anything less. All right, so we're gonna start out. I think with just a couple of questions. We got a document prepared. We're not gonna drill you, but we are gonna ask you some stuff. So let's just start out with how did you get into Rivals?
All right. Well, I mean, my story is similar to a lot of Rivals players. I played Melee as a kid, and I got into competitive Melee when Smash 4 came out. Then at some point, I was sitting. I was not doing anything at home, and Melee net play sucked. So I checked out Rivals, played in a couple amateur events, went to Shine 2017, and here we are.
So was that one of the first events Rivals was featured in, a relatively big way?
Yeah, I mean, Rivals was featured at Genesis 4, I think. Shine 2017 was the second tournament after the game officially released that I knew about, anyway. I think there might have been 2 others, because it was released in, like, April 2017, like, fully out. They had Edalus and Absa, and all the base 8 characters were already
Dude,
out.
shout out to the old character select screen art.
It's
Kind of the newer kids these days do not understand staring into the soul of all of these characters with their first generation of pixel art. I think it all looks. I mean, looking back on it, it looks fine, but compared to what we have now, it's a little. it's a
Remember when you
lot.
had to pay Aether coins in order to play Opsa and Etalus?
What's that?
There was a thing, like, you had to pay Aether coins in order to unlock Opsa and Etalus.
Really? That's the
Yeah.
the true pay to win.
Yeah. The Dan coins, not the actual DLC, just Dan coins.
All right. Anyway, branching off of the beginning of Zeebee, I want to talk about some more recent stuff. I mean, it's not that recent as of today, but in the grand history of things, Skyline, man. I don't think anyone expected what occurred on that fateful day. Do you want to start with how did you feel going into Skyline?
I mean, I was sick the whole 2 weeks before, and I got better the day before the event, and then everybody got sick when they went to the event. So.
Oh yeah,
mean,
so it's like a,
Yeah.
let's breathe air onto each other for several hours kind of event.
I mean, I expected to get second or third, depending on how good Cakesol was doing. And then Cakesol did bad day 1 and did good day 2. So I got first.
And that's a classic community. I think every competitive fighting game community has the concept of we take those.
Yeah.
We absolutely
mean,
take those.
I would like to think we won't know. I would like to think that I could have taken the first set off Penguin at least. But we'll never know.
That's true, yeah.
Fortunately, his broken character didn't get the chance to meet up with my broken character. So
talking about Skyline in general, this is the first big event that's been offline for Rivals in over almost a year and a half, right? How did the transition feel from an online environment to an offline environment like that?
Oh man, have you guys been to a local before?
Yes, I started playing in October of 2019, and I started playing Etalus, and I was playing Etalus for 3 weeks, and the pandemic hit, so I didn't get that much time.
Well, go ahead.
Since I moved, I went to my first Texas local, and I got 06'd by Zora, so yeah, that was it.
Oh, yeah, Frig is in Texas now. He used to be in, New York, right?
Yeah, Central New York.
Cool. What about you, Scurvy? Have you gone into any offline stuff yet? Is he even here? Question mark?
Did his mic break again?
Yes. All right. He just left the call, so I'm gonna say his mic probably broke again. We'll get him later. But
Yeah, I
rejoin.
don't with my mic, but to answer your question, no, I haven't actually had the opportunity to play in any locals LAN events yet. I'm a definitive edition baby. Started in September of last year, mid-pandemic. So, and now that we're slowly transitioning out of the COVID era, I find myself in a community dead zone. So I'm actually in the process of trying to start up my own local scene.
Oh, that's really cool stuff.
Nice.
You
are gonna notice a huge difference. That's all I'm gonna say. Offline Rivals compared to online Rivals, even at the lowest ping, is
dude,
at least half the difference between Ultimate and Melee. Okay, you're going from at least 2 frames of lag to
no,
at most half a frame of lag, right?
Yeah,
So,
and I
You're
can.
playing on Switch.
Oh god.
Yeah, Switch is. Is Switch bad on local?
It's okay. It's still
I
better.
thought it was just the net play.
It's still better than playing online. It goes Switch online, regular online, Switch offline, then just PC offline. I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of slippery. I think it's because the Switch has its own input delay or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
if I could describe it, as someone who started on Switch and now, actually, I dropped playing on Switch because I have a PC. High-level PC players would say that playing on Switch feels like you're moving in molasses, and I can attest to that. Even good connection on Switch, I've never seen anything lower than 30 ping, and then of course you have the native, I believe it's 6 frames of input delay. Just the Switch has it.
2 or 3. That's insane.
Yeah, because compared to, I don't know if you guys play Guilty Gear Strive, but it's out on PlayStation and PC, and the PlayStation version of Guilty Gear Strive has 4 more frames of input delay. So
That's insane. Wow.
yeah, that's like natural shit too. That's not even accounting for online. Of course, the online is fantastic, but if you got native delay that's that bad, I totally, yeah.
Just play on PC, man. Like that's all
Absolutely.
you can do.
I gotta tell you, the one thing that I can deal with moving like, half a second slower, however much slower, but it's the inconsistency that really gets me for online.
Mm-hmm.
I find that even when I'm wired up, which is most of the time, sometimes I like to terrorize people in casual on Wi-Fi, but outside of that, I just find that even on a really great connection, like with someone who's like across the river from me, it's always inconsistent, and
Yeah.
it just feels like I can't do stuff I know how to do. It feels like my hands have been injected with Wi-Fi, and I'm really excited to get back into local rivals stuff, because I believe Cake is actually coming back into my region for school this fall, because he was the number 1 player in our region while he was here, because now it's PK anti. So we gotta change that real quick. Shoutouts to Jared, by the way. Love that guy. We actually had kind of mad close games when we played offline a couple months ago, so I'm really excited to get back into it. So
I gotta ping him in my server real quick.
oh, absolutely.
Leo's calling you out.
Tell him I said his
It was
Sylvanos is
all-
trash.
Someone clip that.
Anyway, let's get back to the subject of the radio show, which is unfortunately Zeebee. So we're gonna get back to Skyline. Before anything, I just want to ask, like, how do you feel about winning, man? Because it's like the whole thing. You won offline. You got first place. It was all legit. How does that make you feel?
I never expected to win a rivals event. I guess it's pretty funny that I did. It's just a lot. I'm glad for the people around me who have helped me get decent. I don't like think that it was ever my goal to just win events. So, I mean, it's just like a nice bonus, I guess. I don't know.
You said something like that. I think a lot of people can like struggle to relate to, because a lot of people when they get into this, their goal is to like win events. So, what would you say your goal was, like going up to that point?
I mean, I just play the game to like do cool things and make people feel bad about their performances.
Yeah.
I don't really play the game to like gain glory or some like
It just
concept or establish dominance as what is the point of competition, I guess, would be a question that we'd have to ask first. And for me, the point of that is just like to show off what you can do, I guess. And I don't care if I win. It's more about like just doing what I want to do in the game.
Would you consider that free will?
No.
Do you
I
feel like
was predestined to do that.
I was gonna ask, do you feel like your intended purpose is to do sick shit.
I have no intended purpose.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The universe just spawns random Crag and Edilis combos that get through you.
From the beginning, from the Big Bang, it always was going to be
Dash attack bear.
exactly.
Big Bang was just an Edilis hammer, just blasting everything into existence.
61 billion frames
ago.
The universe comes into being.
Tilt boost across the universe at speed of light.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about something that's relatively recent for you, Zeebee. I know that you're doing Metafy coaching now, right?
Oh yeah.
Which is I don't have the link on me right now.
I'll grab it for you. Don't worry, I got you.
Shoutouts to my girlfriend who's in chat.
Yo.
Anyway, we've got I'm pulling up the bracket for Skyline here while you're grabbing your Metafy link.
Send it to
you.
You tore through a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I almost lost to Danzella.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. I'm looking through pools.
Imagine the Danzella loss completely changes the bracket.
Dude, imagine you lose to Danzella in pools and just eat shit afterwards, and you're like, yeah, I meant to do that.
So I think the way that Swiss works, if I had lost to Danzello, I actually would have probably been picked by Coda to play round 1. Because they wouldn't have had the option to pick Danzello, who they actually picked.
That's true. Wow. Imagine having to pick Zeebee. Like, no offense, bro, but if I had to choose who to fight, you wouldn't be my first choice. Do you? I just want to ask real quick. Against Edilis, do you prefer the Crag matchup? Because I think Crag kind of shits on Edilis.
I've always thought Crag was better in that matchup, but lately, I mean, people have been very patient, and I think patient Edilis might beat Crag, just because one hit from Edilis wins the matchup.
That's true. I am figuring out how to edgeguard Crag, and it's a mix of you gotta icicle really close to the stage, so you hit the side of the pillar and not the top, and stuff like that. It's a lot of mini games.
I mean, also, it's a lot about can you prevent them from getting to the wall? Because if you can do that, Crag becomes infinitely worse.
Yes, for sure.
And Edilis is probably one of the few characters that can do that, because Forward is disjointed and side B can delay the rollout from getting him there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. You can kind of stop him there. I feel like because most of my Rivals experience has been online. Like I was like I sucked when I played offline, and I of course I don't want to toot my own horn, but I managed to I like to say drop out of RAS, because apparently I was deemed good enough, and all of my progress has been online. So I'm terrified for what I don't know for offline, man. Because all I know is how to dash attack, wave dash back, and like 95% of people are gonna parry there, right? So
shout out to Penguin in the chat.
Yo, shout out to Penguin in the chat. Welcome, Penguin. Penguin says, "Fuck you, Zeebee."
Penguin's mad because he got third.
Yo, shout out to Penguin getting third. I doubt we'll ever see that again.
Penguin's gonna get third at every single tournament from now on. Is my theory. Okay.
Dude, 3's the magic
He's
number.
the new MSB.
Shout outs to MSB too for just like doing all the Crag
MSB stuff. Hosting that tournament. We wouldn't have had another tournament until Riptide, right? Yeah. So there'd be the only local rivals would have been literal locals, right? So MSB, great guy.
Yeah, shoutouts to MSB, dude. Oh yeah, shoutouts to Tyre in chat. No wire Tyre, back at it again. MSB personally banned Tyre from RAS.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, no shit to Tyre. I love him, but damn, dude, That was like a public execution. Anyway, yeah, shout outs to Chill Gang as well, my crew. You guys are sick. Okay, we finally have the Metafy link. Anyway, if you're looking to play like no one else does, you should absolutely, no question, go get coaching from Zeebee. Because if I know a playstyle that is unique, I usually think of Zeebee, because I tried to do VOD study one time, and literally all he would do is just full hop back air. So I don't know what to do after that, so I might get some Metafy coaching myself to figure out what the fuck he was thinking. But it seems to work, so if you are an Edalist / Cragbane and you want to fuck with people really hard, go get some coaching from Zeebee.
Oh my God, Penguin.
Oh no, I'm deleting that.
I mean, look, you can compare the prices, okay? You can look
All
at
right, no,
Penguin's
let's
and
compare
look
the-
at mine, and you'll be like, oh, dang, it's like it's on sale.
All right, let's see how much it is. Let's see how much it is. All right, yo, Zeebee with the fucking discount right now. Hell yeah,
Scamming people?
dude, you got $10. You could pay $10 to make people sad, but win with Penguin, or you could pay $15.
I noticed on the stream it says viewer questions object.
Yeah, so that's someone with a special character in their name.
That's Prince. Shout out Prince.
Yes, shout
Why
out
doesn't
Prince.
it say their
Known in
name?
his,
Because it's
names
object
screws up
right
everything.
now. Because I
That's
guess
so weird.
Discord's like website streaming chat thing can't handle anything, I think, outside of Unicode. So it's spitting out object. Yes, that's true.
I mean, it's
Zeebee
probably
is
not
cheaper.
your fault, Prince.
Zeebee is cheaper, and you have always been destined to get a lesson from Zeebee because there's no free will.
I mean, if you get a lesson, you will have always been destined, at the very least. We might not know.
It actually just changed.
Yeah,
your
this is
name
the
because-
WROA Discord, so it's like gonna be where they host podcasts out of, I assume.
Mhm.
There we go. Koalas suck. What a great.
Koalas are the #1 carrier of chlamydia. Fun fact.
All right, we have more questions. What is coaching like? What is it like to
Oh.
tell people what to do?
Okay, so for my coaching, I try to like learn as much as I can about the person I'm coaching, and then give them very targeted advice as to where I think that they can go from here. I try my best to involve people in that process as much as possible and make it clear like exactly why this is the best path for them. I'm generally more of a VOD reviewer than like I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. This is exactly what you should always do type thing. I like to give people options that are better than the options that they're currently using, and convince them that they are. Thus,
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm low key gonna purchase one of these lessons after the episode, because I have no idea what I'm doing when I play. I have never had a game plan in my entire life, and I've gotten this far with Edalist. Does that make me carried? That's another question
you're
for
kind
you,
of carried.
Zeebee.
Yeah.
Am I a little carried? I'm willing to.
Yeah, I
admit
mean,
that.
Edalist carries everybody at whatever level you're at.
Whoa. What are you
Have you
trying to
seen
say?
Bagel play? Bagel's so carried.
Bagel's a little carried, dude. Every time, dude. You know what's so difficult for me? Doing like short hop fair armor into like fast fall stuff. It's just like way too fast for my brain, because I see people do it with like Zed or Fireball, and they fall like so fast, and then they get like a counter hit or something. Man, it's this game is like, I do fast stuff sometimes, but I very often do the wrong fast thing and then eat shit for it, which is like,
Yeah, I mean, you want to look into why you're doing that fast thing and why it's not working. Right?
oh yeah, dude. I see. I asked myself that question and I just do it again. All right.
Oh, because the answer to that question is probably that you don't care that it doesn't work. It's just fun to do the mashy button thing.
I think
right?
You know what? That's a great point, and I think that's a lot of why I do, or what anyone does what they do at any given level. Because if you're not actively like trying to win and you just want to do something cool, you're probably gonna lose. I've seen it happen many times, just like where you get like a last stock taunt and they're like, "Buddy, you're really pushing your luck here." So, more on the concept of coaching. Do you find that a lot of people have the same common issue or like habit, or is it like kind of a unique situation for everyone?
I think everybody's unique in that they have their own perception of what they're doing wrong, but in reality, everybody is not baby dashing, and that's what you're doing wrong. So go into the practice mode, turn your sensitivity up to 95%. And start baby dashing, okay? That's gonna get you 80% better. Everybody, right now.
I mean, see, I'm trying to think, like, is Zeebee fucking with me?
I'm completely serious. I think baby dashing and like tech in Rivals is so easy.
Dude, baby dashing,
not learning it is holding back so much of the community.
Baby dashing should be illegal on box. It's so fucking busted. All right.
I think it was like cake assault. Like, that's what cake assault does, because that's just like the force burn thing. Like, anytime anyone asks him for like advice, he just says, "Here's how to baby dash jab," and then he doesn't say anything.
There was
yeah, he's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's helping people almost as much as I am. It's crazy.
Just all right. So I'm adding that to my notes. Just baby dash.
Dude, nobody uses it. It's so back in the day. So before Cake Assault was the best player in the world, Fullstream was the best player in the world.
Oh,
right?
I remember. I was a Melee player before I was a Rivals player, and I remember seeing, Fullstream at the top of everything. That was a while ago, man.
Penguin, just because you and Zaro don't baby dash doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means you're both stupid. You can be good at the game and stupid.
Yes, I've seen this many times before.
It's like Penguin, don't you think that I'm good at the game and stupid?
I think you very well know the answer to that question.
But so Fullstream back in the day actually did baby dash in combos when he was the best player in the world. And for some reason, the only person who learned it based on that stuff and based on what I've done with it in friendlies with him is like Cake Assault. And it baffles me that more people haven't just like considered it a basic tech that you should learn.
Dude, I'm telling you that I just do not have the confidence to baby dash online. I don't have the technical, like, sure, I can be like,
if
maybe
you do it wrong, you just dash attack. Most dash attacks are good.
Okay, we are in the know that I play Idolus, right? And
you're gonna dash attack. Oh,
I know.
No.
I am gonna. To be fair, I am gonna dash attack eventually. That's a guarantee. That's one of those no free will things. I am gonna dash attack at you.
Yeah.
So what does?
So
what,
I wouldn't worry too much about like whether you mess up.
Yeah. So let's kind of scroll back a bit and let's talk about baby dashing. What does baby dash give you the benefit? What does baby dash do more that other movement does not?
Okay, it's a one frame input. It's a one frame like visual effect that moves your character in whichever direction you baby dash, left or right, and you can do any input during that movement.
Oh my fucking god!
It's essentially lagless.
It's a lagless wave dash.
Yeah, basically.
Are you able to set an digital?
It's a little shorter. Yeah, Absa's baby dash does suck.
Can you set a digital input to left or right?
You can.
Oh my!
Right?
So you could theoretically, if you had a box controller, you could just set left and right to buttons. And
we've always the thing is, you do have to. So there's two general ways to do it. You can buffer it out of other moves, which means that you can press it for longer and let go before the buffer, and then it'll just buffer the one move forward, right? And then there's the like from neutral position, press the button for 1 frame, let go input for it.
Yeah.
And that one's a little bit more difficult. I use that one just because, like, the way that my control scheme is designed, I can. But a lot of keyboard players say that they can't really do that one because they'll press the button and it won't unregister within a frame.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And would you say your control scheme is relatively unique?
I mean, Risky used my control scheme back in 2017, 2016.
Well, could we start, I guess, by explaining what is different about your control scheme compared
It's just
to, like,
95% sensitivity.
That's it?
Yeah, I just have really, really high sensitivity for my stick. I can't walk.
At all? You just don't walk?
Yeah.
Well, you tilt
Well,
stick then, right?
I can only walk out of wave dash or out of, like, moves. So if I'm holding left
Wow.
before the move ends, it'll buffer a walk.
Wow.
So
Dude, I'm really thinking about doing that because the amount of times I have missed a dash because I buffer like a soft left input.
yeah.
So that's some
It
good
doesn't help
advice.
me when I switch back to other games though, because most of them you need to be able to walk.
Oh
Rivals
yeah.
is unique in that you can do tilts out of walk, so I'm kind of spoiled.
No, you can. You mean tilts at a run?
Tilts and smashes out of run, yeah.
Why? Why can you do that? The more I think about this game, the more I understand why I'm not as good as I am. It's because I don't know all of the bullshit yet. Because there's a lot of fucking bullshit in this game.
Nobody looks into the bullshit. You gotta learn the bullshit.
I'm starting to learn the bullshit. I'm learning shit like I'm learning how to tilt boost. I'm still really fucking bad at it.
Yeah, it's like a 2-3 frame input. So
Yeah, I'm just
it
not good
depends
at
on
it yet.
character.
Just not the 1 frame.
On
baby
Atlas,
dash
it's
approach.
2 frames.
Yes,
It used to be 1 frame.
thank
I
God.
loved it when it was 1 frame. It was so impressive every time I got it.
Dude,
Now it's
I
like,
don't know if you
whatever.
know Sloppy Jalopy, but he just literally just busts that shit out all the time. I don't know how he learned it, but one day he just started
Yeah,
tilt boosting all over me. I don't know what the fuck to do. In the Ditto especially, holy shit.
He fucking took over the clipping channel for like an entire weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
He's down kill clips.
Literally-
It was really
literally
fun.
It's
tilt-
really good on Atlas because you can wave dash on ice and then tilt boost and you go flying. So
That's why we need isn't there an Infinite Azure workshop stage? Can you just fucking
Oh yeah, there's
Dude.
like no walls.
is
you
it
can only kill by like
uncapped?
spiking.
Is it uncapped? Like, do you just
My-
keep going faster and faster?
See, my question is, I don't know if ice will last that long, or whether it lasts while the screen transitions.
I mean, is there a mod where you can just make everything covered in Atlas ice or something?
What? What the fuck? Dude, I don't know anything about this game. Dude, I'm telling you, as soon as we get like a couple of those mods, like, you know, everywhere is grass all
Oh.
the time, everywhere is Zetterburn fire all the time.
Fritz, you're reminding me of a time that I lied to Sparks and told him that if you baby dash down tilt over and over again, you can infinite people on Eliana, which is not true.
I mean, does Eliana still have that thing where she can
she
infinite?
does have an infinite.
Yes. Okay. I need to learn how to do that, and then I need to infinite my friend. At what point do you fast fall? Is it just before the end?
Yeah, you gotta hit like the second to last hitbox and then cancel onto the ground and then fall through and come back up, cancel onto the ground with it.
Oh, it's on a
Over and over
platform.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. That's really, really, really fucking funny. All right,
Oh,
so
Axmos, she doesn't. I believe Axmos. I would believe Axmos before whatever I say.
okay, that's fair. Maybe we should have just had Axmos on.
Nah, I mean for like individual like.
Oh, for like
character-specific
Edalus
tech.
questions, absolutely. I would have already
This
asked
is an
Axmos.
Eliana question.
Or whatever, rivals technical question.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
There are no infinites in bossing, say.
all right. Moving on. What are your opinions on the rise of people doing stuff like Metafy? Do you think every like good player should try it? Do you think like it takes a certain kind of player to teach?
I do think it takes a certain like mindset to teach people. I don't think everybody would want to do coaching to coach people. but I think it's a good thing that as many people as possible try it and like get their like understand how other people are learning the game and what maybe they can provide to that space. And I think maybe the only way that you can do that is by getting a Metafy account and trying to coach people. I don't think that it has to be limited to high-level players. Metafy has been known to sort of ignore people who aren't as relevant, but I don't really think that's fair because like Axmos would be a great coach and he doesn't do it. So
yeah, I think Axmos is the kind of guy to figure something out and to just not tell anyone.
No,
I'm sure,
tell me.
dude. I'm telling you, there's something he knows. All right. Anyway, moving on more. Do you think that Metafy is like at its peak right now, or do you think more people are gonna do it as time goes on?
I would guess more people are gonna do it as time goes on.
It
could be at a peak. I don't know.
Yeah, how is it going for you?
Say.
Do you get many lessons, or do you get many people coming to you?
When I won Skyline, I got like 12 lessons in the next week. Out of like, I think the average was like 2 a week before that, and now I'm getting like 2 a week again. So like,
All right, it might be 3.
Yeah,
it might be 3.
All right, 3 a week. Yeah.
All right. Moving on one more time. So on the document, it literally just says Crag stuff / Edalus stuff.
I think we covered a lot of that. We ended up going into a huge tangent about Edalus.
Yeah. So
we didn't go into a tangent about Crag shit though. It was mostly
Edalus. Yeah. Well, that's true. You did win Skyline with Crag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about what is the matchup like against, I mean, not specifically against Cake Assault, because I can only imagine what words you have for fighting against Cake Assault. Really?
He's so bad. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great player. Don't clip that.
All right. No clips. So what is like at maybe not the top level, but at a higher level, do you think Crag beats Forsburn?
No. I mean, at the very least, I shouldn't think that. If I do think that, it's probably just like bias. From like, I remember back when I first beat him with Crag at like it was Taps 1 at the end of 2018, I think. It felt like Crag all of a sudden was even with Forsburn, and then like Cake just beats all of the other Crags. So I think it's just like he doesn't know what to do against my Crag specifically.
Oh, I see. Well, again, that goes back to I would say, at least in heavy quotation marks, your unique playstyle.
Yeah, I don't think you can really extrapolate a lot of my matchups to what Crag does. I mean, you could try. There are a lot of Crags who take a lot of the things that I do. Like, I pioneered just like the basic just go to the wall every time edge guard recovery.
See, I remember I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I was just gonna say I remember back when I was more of a casual fan of Rivals, I would see like it was you against like either Penguin or like MSB or something. I would see like to the wall every time, and it would be like a solid minute or something crazy like that. Do you think the wall is a little funky right now? Do you think the way the wall works is okay?
I mean, they have no way to change it ever.
Yeah.
So. Are you talking about the wall as in the pillar, or the wall as in like?
I mean, like the wall and Crag's ability to just kind of stay down there.
Yeah, no, there's no way for them. They already nerfed his recovery when I did that for like 3 minutes against full stream at a Genesis.
Is that when they started making it go down?
Yeah, it used to only go down when you were literally on it.
Oh
Now it goes down
no,
for,
okay.
like,
So I do remember that. I
second.
absolutely remember that patch when they did that. That was really close to when they changed, I think,
I
Edalus
literally remember
icicles or something.
I remember Dan in the crowd saying we're nerfing that as I did that in tournament. I don't know if he had plans to do so beforehand, but
Yeah, he is
was
now for sure.
But I also like pioneered like just only I very much simplified the Crag like game plan, and I tried to do the same with Edalus. It's a little I'm not quite as good at that character, but like on Crag I use a lot of Nair in a lot of different places because it's just a move that beats a lot of options.
It's a Swiss
right?
Army knife for sure.
But like other Crags I know are just gonna use whatever move is in whatever direction their opponent's in, and that's just not as good of an option, I guess.
It works sometimes. So I have kind of a very vague question that can probably be expanded on in our future Metafy lesson. But how the fuck do I fight against Rano, dude? Oh my god.
I might have pissed him off.
Dude,
You play Edalus,
it's
right?
part yeah, I play Edalus.
You gotta learn to edge guard.
So okay,
Yeah,
so
I can
a
let
point.
you know this. Like, Rano can't do anything about Edalus Zeebee off stage. They have to tank it.
Yeah.
Unless you force him to burn their air dodge, but Rano burns
But
their
don't
air dodge
let
to
them
get through
tech
it,
the
they die.
wall. Don't throw side B when they're gonna tech the wall, please.
Okay,
It's so
okay.
bad.
Yeah, that's another thing that happens is that, like, I don't know when Reno's gonna up B, so I get really scared of throwing out fair armor because I might be like really close to the or like I might be like on the ground when he fucking up B's. So I kind of just poke at him with like down tilt and shit. I always get hit.
F tilt's actually super good at poking when
Okay.
you need disjoint. So you can be far enough away where he can't up B you, and you can hit him with F tilt if he like wavelands up
Man.
stage.
I gotta play this game differently because
Yeah.
do you ever find yourself like getting stale to where you're just kind of using the same options and you're like, ugh, it's just not working?
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel a lot of that when I'm playing. And again, I'm gonna maybe sneak a lesson in there. But anyway, moving
Yeah,
on.
you just gotta find the options.
Dude, I'm working on it, okay? So let's talk about looking forward. Do you have any specific goals for like in the future? Because I know you said right now you're just chilling out doing cool stuff. But is there like an eventual end goal you want to have with Rivals, or do you just want to keep pumping out that dope shit?
I have a pipe dream of making like a Rivals commune or something.
A commune. I love
Yeah.
that's a great word for it.
Like building a bunch of houses that are connected to internet and stuff.
Of
and,
course, yes.
and providing housing
Right.
at
That
no
would be
cost.
really cool. All right.
But that is like I actually don't really envision it as like a Rivals commune. It would be more like a gaming thing or like a
That basically already
FGC
exists
thing, maybe.
with the like FGC Smash. Like a lot of those like pro Smash players, they got good because they lived with like other pro Smashers, and then
Yeah.
they pool money to go to like majors and stuff.
Well, but I don't think it's I don't like the idea that it's based on how good they are at the game. I think it should have more to do with just like whether they have similar
Yeah.
goals.
Like it's just easy access to like offline Smash whenever, and you'll probably find
Yeah.
yourself getting like a lot better regardless of whether the person you live with is like a top or pro level or whatever.
Yeah. Which I think is one of the failure. So a lot of those like streamer houses are more designed to enhance what like those streamers are already doing, which is
Yeah.
they're already making a lot of money off of people who are watching them. The idea of this would be more to just provide a safe place for people to go to and develop their skills rather than as like an
Making it, like,
attempt to make
content,
more
yeah.
money. Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Plus, I don't think that kind of idea has gone over well in recent times, for various reasons. So like,
Yeah,
what would be stopping?
especially over,
What
like, last
would be
summer.
stopping? Besides like monetarily. What's stopping you, man? Why don't you make your rivals commune, bro?
I don't have any money. That's the main
well,
problem.
you know what? That's a
Yeah.
fantastic answer.
That's a great answer.
That
we can just
requires a
make
lot of
capitalism.
money.
What's
actually.
stopping you? Oh, is it capitalism? Excellent.
Yeah, it's
Next
capitalism.
question. So on the future of not just you, but the future of Rivals, do you think the game is gonna get bigger? Do you think it's at a healthy place right now?
I mean, the game's always going to get bigger every time somebody releases a new Smash game and more people get involved. The game constantly grows
Mm-hmm.
because people hate Ultimate and
Dude,
want to do
did you
something
see the
else.
fucking? Did you see the fucking Nickelodeon game, dude?
Dude, that looks so sick.
Right, I'm actually mad excited for that.
Yeah. I thought it looked ugly at first, but then I realized it was Twitter compression being really, really stupid.
It's
It's
also,
also just like the Ludosity thing.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say
Ludosity
Slap City.
just does like those weird, like super kind of goofy 3D stuff.
yeah, it
So,
looks
like,
cool.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
if
weird, but it
it's
looks like play well.
it's more charming than Slap City. So if it looked like
Yeah,
Slap City, I think it would
absolutely.
look ugly. But it looks like HD Slap City, which is good enough
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I think it's important that it draw in people, and that it actually reflects like the core of what the characters are, which I think they're doing a decent job at least in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
So
All right.
Who do you think's going to be the best character in that game?
obviously Raphael.
Really?
He's not even
Is he-
announced yet, but he's obviously.
not.
in.
Oh, I see.
Come on, the
All right, we
size.
got a raft made.
All right, so we got some viewer questions. So we got one from Tyre who says, "How much do you pay attention to like RAS or other smaller tournaments? Is that like out of your view in quotation marks, or do you like?"
I commentated like 13 RASs or something in 2020. I think.
You think?
Yeah, I don't usually like pay attention to it, but I pay attention to people who I coach who are in RAS and people who like I know who are in RAS, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a tournament that I check out every week though. I don't know.
I see.
Does that answer your question?
Oh, it's not my question. It's Tyre's question. It's not my problem if it's answered.
I was talking to him
Yeah.
or her or them.
Them. So, yeah, okay. So, yes, it does. All right. So, moving on to, I'm pretty sure it was a books question. Who said, what do you think of, like, in a vacuum, what do you think of Crag Downbeat?
Crag Downbee's a really good move at zoning space out. It's slow enough
Oh, it's
that
Prince's
it's
question, my bad.
Yeah, it's also slow enough that it's safe. Slow enough that it's safe for the meta in the long term because you can find
You can always reaction.
space to parry it.
I don't know, dude. If you do it ledge and you get those two little spikes, man, and you just don't get
It's
the third one
annoying.
and you try to parry that shit, it's so crazy.
Yeah, just parry it, Paul.
Yeah, all right.
Cake parries the second spike all the time.
Yeah, well, he's built different. We'll just say that.
No, he's built just like you and me.
I don't know. He's built a little smaller
Well,
than
he's a
you
little
and me.
small, yeah.
All right. Axmos has a question. Do you think Rivals 2 will help? Would you think Rivals 2 will take off? Or do you think people will always come back to base Rivals?
Rivals 2 will for sure be played by a lot more people. I'm not sure whether it really depends on the quality and how different it is from Rivals 1 as to whether a lot of like people will stop playing Rivals, because that's
Yeah.
how it goes, right?
Mhm.
Like because Smash 4 and Brawl are so similar in like design philosophy. They're-
More like design flaw, but whatever.
Sure, but the reason why people played Brawl over Melee is the same reason why they're gonna play Smash 4 over Brawl. Like they're gonna want to go on to the next game, whereas like if you play Melee over Brawl, Smash 4 has to reflect something that's in Melee more than it reflects something that's in Brawl for people to switch over, right? So it really depends on what's in Rivals 2 as to whether a lot of people will switch over. I think.
Really parrying, so it's like parrying plus shields. And
Yeah,
how
we
they
can
balance
Yeah,
that.
I'm
We can
quite
talk about
concerned.
how many
Hitballing.
specific mechanics are in it and all that, but we really got to see the game come out
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
how
Yeah.
it plays before we can make any decisions on like whether it's better or whether it's too different to even call the same game. Like we don't know.
On the subject of
So-
speculation,
The workshop characters.
Yes, I was gonna say
Oh.
we got a little bit of an update about some of the workshop characters, and I want to
Monkey
know
spin.
what are you thinking about the workshop characters right now, Zeebee?
They are gonna the meta is gonna be very different when they come out. I have no clue what's gonna happen. I mean, hopefully, they're just such strange characters.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Molo, I think all of them are like completely gonna change the meta.
Mm-hmm. I think
Depending on how
Palm is
good
gonna
they
camp
are.
the shit out of people. That's what I think.
Who Palm?
Yeah.
Well, if it was OG Palm for sure, but like current Palm might be different.
That's
like,
true.
don't
Well, I
know.
mean, that's another thing. We can only talk so much with speculation, but we did get a little tidbit of information about some of the things.
Yeah, I think Hodan. They're definitely buffing Hodan. And
Oh,
that'll be
dude,
cool.
please! He had 2 kill moves. So
Yeah. Now he looks better, but
Has
I don't
two
know
kill moves
whether
and
he's
one
good enough to like consider relevant. Maybe he comes out and he's as inconsistent as Sylv, and everybody's like, oh my god, this character's terrible, and then he just like destroys a top player at some event. You know, like
I think Hodan is gonna be one of those characters that's very polarizing. I think he's got a very specific set of situations. At least the current patch, he's got a very specific set of situations or what he wants to do. He wants to have a Steam guy at the ledge, and he wants to wait for you to do something because he's either gonna up smash catch you going above or down smash parry your recovery. Because on top of that, he has up B. He has charge up B, which is just like it's the kill move.
isn't the way that down smash works that he can only like his hurt box goes up, so he can't really
It's
parry
actually
your
an
recovery.
auto. It just depends on like whether you hit the parry hitbox while it's charged.
Mm-hmm. So a character
That's
like
basically it.
Claren might be able to like space around it because he goes up a little bit,
Yeah.
right? But
I'm
generally,
saying.
You could probably time it on like the first hit if it's coming up and then tank through because you put them in you get the parry invincibility from the second slash that you can then hit them from.
Well, what I'm saying is you just only hit low enough where they could only actually parry. They couldn't down smash parry.
Oh yeah, then yeah, that'd probably be the only situation really.
yeah. Well, the idea with the down smash parries, it's parry level 2, right? You got the next level.
Also, it's not a real parry, isn't it?
I believe it's
own
super armor.
parry.
Yeah, so it's not even that. It wouldn't really even hit them if they're low enough, and they could tech it and hit you for it. So
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what the hit. Again,
know
speculation.
how
We don't know
good
what the
that'll
hitbox
be.
looks like. So, all right. Anyway, we're
why isn't
tailing-
Gustav in the game? Is the real question.
Why is what?
Why isn't
Gustav?
Gustav in the game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What the
I
heck?
tried him out. What the? Why? Why does he do that? Why does he got a gun?
Give Absa a gun. Guys.
They said a goat with a gun won't be dangerous. They were wrong. Do you
There
think
should be a rivals mod where everyone gets a gun move for their neutral special.
for a neutral special he has a gun?
They all have a gun.
All right, so we're winding down a little bit. We'll take we'll officially start. We'll take more viewer questions right now. So if any of you guys got any questions, you can put them in the Steam chat. The stream chat. You can put them in the Discord chat. and I wanted to ask Zeebee so we can just give those guys some time. Do you think being, the way that you are, kind of a little infamous in the community, do you think it has done you well as far as, like not so much a status thing, but do you think being infamous like that sort of helps in any way? Like, how do you feel about your
Getting better at the game, wise.
Yeah, like your public perception. Let's call it.
I don't think it really affects my ability to improve because for the most part, like when we're practicing the game, we don't really talk about anything other than the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I also was good before I was infamous for that stuff. Like I was top 10 in season 4.
I was gonna say, take your time, man. I know it was a long time ago.
It wasn't that long ago. I'm not that old, okay?
Dude, do you remember when Edalus Spikes used to go all the directions?
No, season 3. I was top 10 in season 3. Yeah.
Do you miss?
I was 8th.
Do you miss the ice shards going in all directions?
Ice shards going
from armored
I don't
smash
even
attacks?
really remember that.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Because I'm looking on the Rivals of their website right now, and the GIFs they have for gameplay are fucking ancient. Like, it's got, like, all of Zetterburn's old... It's got old Zetterburn side B. Where he, like, breaks his neck to throw the fireball. Oh, okay. This is a pretty good question. So, Zetterburn being, like, not the equivalent, because it's not, they're not equal, but kind of the equivalent of the Spacey. Do you think Zetterburn will improve with time? Because he's, very well known as a very fragile character generally. Because he's got a lot of mix-ups on his recovery. But once you kind of poke him...
Are you asking if, like, his meta's gonna evolve?
I'm asking you as, like, even an outsider. Do you fear Zetterburn in the future at all?
No.
All right, great answer.
I mean, it's that, like, he's a great character. He's for sure better than, like, all of the characters that I play, because I play, like, low tiers.
Right.
But Zetterburn is not gonna, like the furthest that he can be pushed is what. I don't want to say that because I guess, like, there can be more things, but, like, there's got to be a major discovery for the character to be, like, significantly better than he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else can you... What is the idea? I don't play him, I guess, so maybe that's unfair.
That's true.
So I guess an extension of that would be, is there a character you do, like,
Yeah,
fear for the
Eliana.
future?
Dude, fuck that character. I hope she gets nerfed to shit. She's so fucking annoying to fight.
So, Halight's a really good example. He has
oh my god.
He has like the neutral game of like a RAS player, and his punish game is just an insta kill, and he's able to be top 10 off that, right?
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Here's the thing. I have the neutral.
Supposed to have the neutral game of a RAS level player and be top 10.
Dude, I'm a
That's
RAS level player, and I don't know. I don't even know what neutral is. I just dash attack or I don't, and that's my neutral. I don't know what I'm supposed to do after that.
Dash attack, wave, dash back some of the time, and then you have a neutral. Your neutral is better than half of the RAS.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're spitting a little bit right now because I can't play any other characters.
Yeah, I mean, Atlas neutral game is
After a certain level, it becomes a big fat question mark for me because like when Rano's sitting underneath the platform and like crouching, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
Xmos, I'm not afraid of Ori's potential. I'm afraid of what Ori already is. Okay?
You just put me in like a really fucking bad mood because I forgot that character existed for like a good 45 minutes.
Ori. All my homies hate Ori.
Dude, shoutouts to Ori players. I respect y'all, but like low key I don't because I fucking hate your character.
Low key I don't. I respect QC, but his character's
I don't know,
stupid and
dude.
should be moved.
Wait,
He
I
blocked
want
me for saying that, but whatever.
I want Kusi to get I want Kusi to get his driver's license first.
Oh my god.
For some reason the word Kusi is banned in my chat.
It's banned in every chat. It's a curse word in another language.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
reason it's his tag?
That's not why his name is that.
Penguin says, "Do not respect QC."
That's not very nice.
All right. Anyway, shout out to QC. I swear
Yeah.
to.
Kusi's really good. He's crazy.
He's pretty good. Yeah, I would say he's pretty good. Do you think he was just like it was like a parent thing that he didn't come to Skyline, or is it just like he was doing school or whatever?
I don't think he could. So, Canada just got
Canada, that would
like
do it.
the rollout for the vaccine, and Skyline was an all vaxxed event.
I
So
see.
none of the Canadians at the time could have been
I
vaccinated
see.
without
Oh, right.
like coming to the U.S. and stealing our vaccinations, which is
Yeah, because
possible.
Because we've
It's
got way
legal.
too many.
You're allowed to do it,
Bro,
but,
they're free. Just grab one.
I told Bagel, you just gotta fly over here for like a month, get the vaccine on the day
That's
you
it,
get there,
just a
and then get
month.
the second vaccine on the day you leave, and then you go back. But he
That's
wouldn't do
actually a
it. He didn't
good
want to
plan.
spend the plane ticket.
All right. Sounds like he was too scared of Zeebee.
True. There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Oh my fuck! I fucking love that video. What was it? It's like mental energy. We
I don't know
are
what this
we are
is.
linked, bro. You hearing this message means we are psychologically linked.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Dude,
the
that
guy
video-
with like the crazy eyes.
Dude, that video
right?
fucking kills me. And then
He, like,
the
scares
lady
the
walks.
lady?
Yeah, the lady walks by him and like I thought she like fell over.
Oh, I never realized he was talking to another person. All I
He
saw was the
wasn't.
face. I
He
thought he was
wasn't.
talking to like the camera.
He
or
was
something.
talking to the
It's
camera, and then a
crazy.
lady jogged past him and looked back, and then she screamed.
Oh my word.
I wish I was that guy. I strive to be that guy, actually. So.
Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta show up one time to an event. You just gotta start saying that over and over again and nothing else. There's no such thing as a coincidence, and then you gotta win. You know how badass that would be?
Didn't want in a hospital.
He
I need
did
to
one
get
in the
contacts.
hospital. Oh yeah, great question. I guess to Zeebee because I don't know enough about this game, but I would just do some dumb shit. What do you have any dream buffs or changes to Crag or Edelus that you think are necessary or just would be nice?
I mean, the community has talked about how we would even buff Crag for a long time. And the closest thing to a good buff we've gotten is they like made him run faster, which is a great buff.
Yeah, that was nice. I remember when that happened, and everyone was like, "Why the fuck is Crag going so fast right now?"
Yeah, it didn't really change the meta. The character was still just like solid.
Right, because
I think that was a great buff.
because how
But I can't think of anything else. So, but for Edelus, alright, just give us back old downbeat, okay?
what was
Please.
different about Downbeat?
It came out frame 5 or 6 or 7. I think it was 7.
Dude,
It's
what
frame
if
7.
Edelus Downbeat came out frame 7, dude?
It would be so good.
Dude, it's literally a 50-50 reversal.
Alternatively, they could just give us tech chase freezes again. Those were great.
I don't know. I think we need frame 1 fair
that
armor.
copy pasta. That was great.
You know what's an alternative to tech chase freezes that would make people less mad?
Plain
What if
Absol.
what if the freeze just lasted a little longer, you know? Like
Yeah, what if we could just pump out
instead of
60%?
Yeah, what if no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying instead of when you have ice all over the stage and you
Yeah,
down B
yep.
and it sets off all the ice instantly in like a An explosion?
Dude, what if it? Are you saying what if it went across the screen slower?
Yeah.
Dude,
what if
that would be horrifying.
What if it went off across the screen at the same rate, but each piece of ice that it hit froze for a longer period of time?
I'm thinking, what if it like you down B and it starts really slow, right? And then it just comes out from the center where you down B like super duper slow.
That sounds like it would look cool, but it would also be super useless and everyone would parry it. So
Well, that's not what I'm fucking talking about on the podcast. We're not talking about optimal. We've never done optimal in our life.
But if it spread at the same rate, but each time the explosion touched ice, the ice froze for like say 5 frames instead of the 2 frames that it does.
You mean like as more ice is destroyed, the freeze is for longer.
Yeah.
So the farther you are away from
for
Edelus,
longer, which means that you just have more coverage with ice freeze.
I see.
Which
I see.
would be great.
Well, you talked to Gain about
with it. I could like infinite people with it. It would be great.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess that's my dream buff for the character.
I'm a big proponent of the freeze punish, which is just nair and then nair again and then F tilt in like forward or backward, which like covers 2 options because no one wants to tech onto ice. Who the fuck wants to tech onto ice? But yeah, I like refreezes on the platform. This shit's so funny.
The optimal ice punish, by the way, currently in modern day is nair 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 bear.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it does 39% or 38%.
But you have time, right?
One of the two, but you have time to cover any of them with F smash.
That's fucking gross. Because what I've been doing is I do dash attack near down air, and that gives me enough time too.
I mean, technically, also depends if you freeze them from the platform and you have to fall down, you might have to just do like a different punish.
Yeah,
like nair dash attack bear or something.
When I freeze on a platform, my very first instinct, like if I'm down below and they are fucking camping me, like characters often find themselves doing against Edelus, I just like to nair up air nair, and then I wave land and down B on the entire platform, because it usually hits them.
Yeah.
Down B is really fucking funny because, one, you could either get hit by the aerial hit, which will kill off the top, or you could get hit by the grounded hit, or it sends to the sideways. So it's like built-in DI mix-up, kind of. It just covers so many options because he's such a fat ass. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good question. Well, Prince asks, how does it feel to be on that Sigma grind set?
That's a stupid. Sorry. I think the rest of your questions were better.
All right. So Tyre asks, what is the most absurd state a character has been in? Like, what is the most broken version of any character?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to decide between all of the DLC that has come out.
I am agreeing with you.
I mean, I'm guessing it's gotta be like OG Ori, like release Ori.
Oh yeah, when you couldn't tech sign tap.
And sign explosion was like frame 4 and like so it charged faster, and you could charge it in hit stun, and you could charge it while doing everything else in your kit, and there were also like infinite jump things that you could do.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how that worked, but Anti showed it to me at some point. It was like you could jump and then cancel your jump into a jump somehow. I don't really know how it worked.
Yeah, that sounds like some Ori shit.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite character to fight against? Sorry to cause you such pain, but
I like all the characters. They're nice.
All the characters?
For the most part. I feel like if there's a character that I'm bad against, it has more to do with me than the matchup.
So there are no characters you have issues with?
Say that to other players before set. How would I nerf my most hated character? I would just nerf Ori.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
a
don't
given.
hate Ori as like to play against. I think I'm just bad in that matchup.
I think that Ori is overtuned as fuck, but
I think it'd be great if Ori just traveled at half the speed she does.
I think Ori would be a way cooler character if their jab was frame 6.
As opposed to the frame 5 that it is? Or like what?
Dude, Ori jab is frame 3.
What?
Are you shitting me?
Why?
Also, it hits
Zeebee,
behind her for some reason.
Zeebee, are you telling me that you have gone this entire time thinking that Ori jab is frame 5?
My eyes can only see 5 frame moves.
I mean, I'm just asking because in any position, when I play Ori, I just have to go and check the frame data again to make sure I'm not fucking crazy.
I just assume that every move that looks fast is frame 5 because moves aren't really supposed to be fast.
You know what? I really, 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 really agree with you. Because every time I get shined out of my own fucking combo, I'm like, wow, that's good game design.
Wait,
Yeah, it's
is
frame
that
3,
true?
dude.
Isn't for his forward air frame 5? No, it's not. You're right.
It's 7. Dude, that shit's big too. What the fuck? Shoutouts to all my Force Burn mains. I don't know why you're doing that to yourself. I think there's definitely better options out there for those who are stricken with playing Force Burn.
Stricken. Nah, I mean Forsburn's bad, but he's not buff worthy.
There's I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with Force Burn. It's just that he is bad in this game.
He has the advantage that like his combos are amazing though.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
like that's not the case for most bad characters. Most bad characters like have no combo potential, and that's why they're bad.
Like
Force is bad because
melee
he can't
Kirby,
recover,
dude.
and he's kind of slow on like first moves. He's supposed to be kind of like He's supposed to be like a very unique rival Z Marth, but he comes out feeling more like a disjointed falcon or something. So
Oh yeah, are we comparing like lameness values here?
I mean Forsburn's kind of lame sometimes, I guess.
I don't know, dude. I'm a little tired of being hit by down air and getting fucking deleted because I pressed the wrong direction.
Well, press the right direction.
Yeah, no, that's definitely on me. What the fuck is Rano, dude?
Rano
actually,
crazy.
one trick for Forsburn, since you're trying to get coaching, his air is timed, right? It's not based on positioning alone, it's also the time. So the first hitbox, you can always DI correctly, and then the second hitbox, you can always adjust your DI for that one. Because they both have a certain amount of hit pause frames, and they both come out at different times. So you can never DI for his down air wrong.
Which way do I DI? Is it
Well,
out? 'Cause
it depends on your percent. I'm just saying that, like, within the context of, like, do you know whether you got hit by the in hit of dare or the down hit of dare? You always know. Or at the very least, you can always prepare for both of them at the same time.
Man, I keep trying to hit Forsburn's recovery, and it's such like a bad habit of mine. Cause I just fucking parry it, dude. I'm so big.
Hitting it's actually better.
Then you mean
But
like
you have to
when he's
time
on
it.
stage?
You have to. So it comes out. He teleports frame 1, and then frame 2 the hitbox comes out. So if you can time your attack to cover frame 1,
The meaty.
yeah.
Cool.
A meaty. That's a good way to put it. I don't play fighting games, but I know what that means.
Oh, good, because a lot of people got questions about what the fuck meaty means.
Yeah.
Tyre says Forsburn has the least bullshit in the game, and I say you are very wrong. Forsburn has dumb bullshit all the time. I mean, you can DI out, but you're gonna DI
I don't
in
know.
at some
He might
point.
have the least bullshit. Most characters have more bullshit than him. Yeah, no, it might be him. It's like him or Claren has the least bullshit. No, it's probably him.
No, it's Forsburn.
Because at least like Claren, you can kind of get away with like DI mix-ups on most of like her grabs or tippers and stuff. Plus like
Laren is the
platform
most
player.
honest character, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, Mash's frame 5 counter.
What? I don't use the counter. I use Nair constantly. If I'm not nairing, I'm probably being kidnapped, and you should go like find out where I am. Pay the ransom.
Alright, good tip. I also, man, I want to play offline so I can fucking parry. Because I know it's like a lame excuse, because I can see the move coming, but I see the move, I hit my button, and I still get fucking hit, man. I
Well,
swear.
but then you can tell yourself, hey, I did it right if I was offline. That's
Right?
fair.
Exactly. That's how I go to sleep at night. Alright, anyway, we're kind of winding down. The viewer questions chat is being used for talking about Force Burn. Which is fine, I guess.
That's how it should be.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Agreed. Everything should be about talking about Force Burn.
So I'm actually curious. So like, where are you guys taking this podcast generally? Because I haven't seen another episode of this. This is the 4th episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we started a month or 2 ago. We've been a little inconsistent just because I have work, other people
Life
have
stuff
work.
generally.
Yeah, and you know, it's all about having all of us free at the same time, which just kind of
Mhm.
doesn't work sometimes. So we started out we interviewed Adi first, and we're just kind of talking about like, hey, you know, what is competing in this game kind of like, you know, like what is a habit, should I be looking out for? This podcast is kind of aimed towards beginners, but like anyone can listen. We're kind of becoming more general because it used to be like aimed toward RRC or like RAS people, but we have you on, and I don't know what you could tell an RRC player that would benefit them, other
Baby
than
dash.
learning how to baby dash,
Learn
of
how
course.
to baby dash. Yeah, it's so simple.
Everyone.
But I was in MS Bab at one point.
Hey man, everyone is.
Yeah. So what do you mean? I had to go through the same thing. People, when I won MS Bab, I was probably worse than most of the people, or at least half of the people who are in RAS right now, because the level has gone up.
Really
Oh, for
bad.
sure, yeah. I mean,
So
I'm not sure I could go back and win, right?
of course the people I beat are in that MS Bab, like Prue. I think I beat Prue at the time. His name is Iwaika. The people I beat there today are a lot better than the RAS people, but you know, that's
Mhm.
because everybody's gotten better by like a lot. Also, you gotta ask Prince about his fang when he comes on to be your podcast guest. Okay?
Oh, am I making Prince my podcast guest now?
Yeah,
We got
it's
no
so
choice.
cool.
Zeebee said we have to now.
Oh well, okay. There comes that no free will in the game. Damn.
I
Alright.
can't make you do anything.
All right, next week is how to make Discord's chat thing crash by overloading JavaScript with our special guest, Prince.
What were the other episodes? Because
Okay,
you said it
our
was
first-
aimed towards RSC.
Yeah, so our first episode was with Adi. We were talking about movement and stuff like that, how to improve your movement, how to do intentionality.
And like, what does
Second
it
was with
mean, and what should you
Prona.
accomplish with your movement? And our second episode was
With Proda.
Yes, that's right.
It was talking about like decision making and reads and conditioning and stuff like that.
In our third episode, we talked with Spiker about like mental game, like what you can do to
Mentality.
prepare yourself, and like going into a game, like what should you be thinking about and stuff like that.
You
And then
Spiker
and then-
about mental game.
yeah,
We sure did.
yeah, we sure did.
And we're going to be uploading that episode right after this.
That's true because
Nice.
I haven't done it yet, and it's been like almost an entire month. Oops. And then
Yeah.
for some reason, I am not even sure what spurred this idea, but now you're on the podcast, so welcome.
Yeah, because we invited you. We thought it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Just
because
to
you won
on
Skyline, and we're
Skyline.
like, why don't we have Mr. Skyline on the podcast?
Mr. Skyline.
Yeah, Mr.
couldn't
Skyline,
really
bro.
think
You
of,
don't like
like,
that?
a beginner thing to ask you, but we figured it was Skyline and like tournament or whatever the fuck, and we ended up getting, a lot out of it. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's probably the podcast is probably it's just gonna be people, just like whatever
Cool.
people. So
Yeah, because I back when when I was starting out, I started a podcast for like 2 episodes where it was just me interviewing like people I thought who had something to tell people. The first episode was like how to start a local or something, and I had MSB and SBS on for it.
That's too many acronyms for me. Sorry.
I know, that was the point. So they were because I thought, well, that's the idea behind it, right?
Yeah.
But the problem was I didn't stream it, and I basically just like you guys have a very good setup here.
Thank you.
I ended up putting like my own Rivals footage on over it so that I could upload it to YouTube because it doesn't let you upload just podcast, and I didn't have like an animation or anything.
We were actually debating like having like a game open to invite our guest in case the guest wanted to like show off anything they were talking about.
That sounds cool.
We haven't set it
we
up
might
yet.
still do that. But, like that wasn't one of the first ideas we did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it just raw Zeebee footage plus philosophy? Unfiltered Zeebee.
I just like that the name of this is the Zeebee episode.
Because I don't know, like, what's the subject of the episode? It's Zeebee. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit intimidating. I don't know if you're gonna get some viewer. You need a clickbait thumbnail.
What, you're saying you're not clickbait enough?
My name is not clickbait enough.
That's bullshit.
You can
dude.
definitely clickbait is their free will.
Is there free will? Question mark?
If you have like a speech over it, we can put it over your gameplay and do like the type of like, I don't know how to describe your vibe, but it's that like 3 a.m. this super woke up philosophy vibe using that one dude everyone always talks about, that one British dude talking about like mentality or do we even exist type stuff, and making
You talking about Jordan Peterson?
Gotta read Foucault. Gotta read up on your Foucault, guys.
Exactly. That was
Dude,
it.
I'm reading up on my Junji Ito. Dude,
I'll have to find that video. I'll put it on
Who's
the
that?
Junji Ito is the guy who makes those
super scary mangas.
Yeah, super scary mangas. He's have you ever seen the meme where it's like this guy walks up to a hole in a wall and he goes, This hole was made for me."
What?
Alright, maybe not.
This is my hole.
Alright, shut the fuck up, man. We're trying to do a podcast here.
I don't get it.
We've
but-
long since stopped doing a podcast. We are like 20 minutes over, and I'm still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
All
was
for it.
supposed to be an hour long. Oops.
Well, you know, you get
just
lost
let it happen, it's
sometimes.
fine.
Sometimes you get lost in the Zeebee.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, for
I-
sure. Yeah,
I-
we can wind down a bit. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. Thanks to Zeebee for coming on and shooting the shit for an hour. It was fun to have you. I've never really talked to you before. I think we've like held 2 instance long conversations on Twitter, but that's like about it. So I'm glad I kind of finally got to talk to you and get a look inside your Zeebee brain. So thanks for coming on the podcast, man.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, peace out.
All right, goodbye,
Anything
Zeebee.
you'd like to plug before we?
Oh yeah, you want to plug anything? I'll post the Metafy link again.
I mean, you got 9 views. Sure, put it in the YouTube video somewhere. Metafy.gg/@Zeebee.
All right, awesome.
Got some cheap lessons for you.
All right, slick. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. Yeah, yeah. All right, go get a lesson from Zeebee, and then become God. All right. Anyway, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Have a good night.
Peace.